Mais réunion quand CDD, il va faut t'en aller. Voilà. Au peut voilà de l'eau.
Ne me quitte pas.
Dunama yelema bima ude yelemara. 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 Muso minye ubi mafle na loma ye ni eko ke cheba minye ubi mafle fiyonto ye o na ebi ma ode yele mara na ma yele ma bi ma ode yele mara na ma yele ma bi ma ode yele mara.
Wow. Ah. Peace and blessings to the seekers. As they say, I ain't seen y'all since last year. I'm sorry, listen, I'm just smiling. I'm so happy. I'm so excited to begin our 10th module. Think about that. 10th module. How incredible is that? I want to welcome all the seekers. I want to welcome all those that are new to our aesthetically speaking music gathering. And on behalf of myself, Ralph Jones, Juan Cardoso, Daniel Spearman, who hopefully he'll get a chance to join us later. But I do want to thank you all for coming in today. I'm going to say this. I was listening to my radio garden, and this woman got on the radio. She said, "I'm so happy, I must have the blues." Yes. I'm so happy. I must have the blues. How beautiful. And we're going to dive in deeply into the blues. Like I said, this is our open house, and hopefully that we will open it for whoever has the curiosity that we're going to be, for the music that we're going to be presenting. You're going to see some different terms. If you look at your format, you're going to see some terms that have not been used. And I'm going to say that I borrowed some of these terms from the master, Dr. Charles Moore, from his dissertation. And I thought these would be outstanding because he's covered everything that we're going to be listening to, and some. I'm just going to say that how wonderful it is. Uraeus Me, which is what Charles calls the blues. And as you can see, I've written different ways of spelling this, B-L-E-W-S, that's the blues. And I found out there's another one, B-L-O-O-S-E blues, and there's B-L-U-Z-Z-Z blues. And also there's the blues that we're used to, B-L-U-E-S. But Uraeus Me is important because that is what we're going to be focusing on for the next 6 weeks. Also from Charles, Bantu Me, which is a continuum of African music. And I'm going to be saying some things about that as we go further along. But before we go any further, I would like to, Rogerio. Good to see you, brother. Anyway, I want Juan to speak a little bit, whatever you want to say, Juan, about the new website that we have sent out to our seekers. And also, we want to talk about, our pay situation, if there are any questions about that and how we're going to work that out too. So I want to do that. Harold, it's good to see you, brother. It's good to see you back. And Charles, you're always number one, man. Okay. Anyway, number one, Bob, good to see you. Kathleen, Kathy, I see all our incredible seekers. Trina, good to see you. June Ann. Oh man, how wonderful it is to see you all. And those of you, if I missed a name, I'm going to get it before we leave. But without any further ado, Juan, you got the floor, brother.
Today, as you know, is our free open house. It has no costs, but these are all the payments informations. If anyone needs more information, please talk to me or with Ralph. The cost is $25 per week or $150 for the whole module. So again, if any questions, today and the last one, the bonus sessions are always free for all. And if any doubts or questions come up, please talk to us. And I also can send this information in the chat if you prefer, on the private message. And just to show a little bit about the website if you didn't have the chance to check it out. So this is the homepage, which is basically the first thing people see is all the sessions we have. So it's already updated for the blues or blues. And but also we have our blog there, and we are publishing texts. So we have this text that I made based on Alan's. I think you remember Alan. I used her dissertation on Youssef, and I made this article about it. And but also we have this was about our lecture on ASU that was very interesting. And thank you all the ones that from here that went there. Was very interesting to have. Thank you for going there as well. And so we are going to publish some texts here. And of course, if any of you seekers have, oh, I have this article that I wrote or anything, about music, about these themes, please send to us. It would be like a pleasure. Don't you agree, Ralph? It would be amazing to publish
Absolutely.
anything,
Absolutely.
any contributions of you guys. And speaking in contributions of you guys, also we have videos, the videos that I'm updating on YouTube, and the most recent is this one that I made about the anti-jazz, this article that was this interview with John Coltrane and Eric Dolphy, and that they were answering for the critics that call them anti-jazz. So I made a small introduction for people who wasn't here, and I made a selection of many of amazing things you guys said in the session, because for those of you who weren't here, we had a specific session about these two amazing musicians, Eric Dolphy and John Coltrane. We read this article. Actually, was our first homework to read the article about this interview, and it was so interesting, all the discussions that had. And of course, it's almost 2 hours of class and the long discussion. So I pick up some moments, some great moments that I also saw some narrative, and was making everything clear. So I think it's very, very interesting if you want to check it out as well. So I'm going to put the link of the website in the chat. And that's it. We are very glad to be getting in this point, and to expand our work, because we have this beautiful archive of all the playlists that Ralph, all the sessions, all the modules is our 10th module. So now we're celebrating this with a website and trying to put more things on YouTube, trying to expand, because I always say this to Ralph, and also when I speak to Bruna, my friend, I always say that we have gold, all these archives, all these videos is amazing, so it will be an absurd if you never did anything about it. So I think that's it, please. And now go on, Master Ralph.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. I'm going to go back to the format. Because this is the open house, we're going to spend we have a playlist of some incredible music, incredible blues. Sometimes I would like to compare this to a magnificent buffet where there's all kinds of food and there's something for everyone in our gatherings. Especially today at the open house, we will be specifically doing a lot of different music to present and give you an idea of what we might be covering or where we're going to be going with this music. Our mission: knowledge, thoughts, listening, and discussion. Selective discography, interviews, and historical references. And I already mentioned on Zoom that with myself and Juan and Daniel, hopefully he'll get a chance to be in. Every session on our format, I always put something poetic, something that would relate to what we're going to be talking about, what we're going to be listening to. I stopped putting down kindness because everybody is already knows about being kind, and we've been that, so I don't have to do that. I just know that we're going to all be muted until our session is done. Unless there's something that we want to cover, you can put it in the chat. What I've done for this session, our open house session, is I want to start and I want to read this brief 12-line paragraph by Al Young, who was the poet laureate of California, who's from Mississippi and grew up in Detroit, Michigan. And he's an incredible, incredible poet. I hope you get a chance to listen to some of his, or get a chance to, he has music online and also read some of his poetry. But I do want to say this. There is no way to even begin to quantify the infinite qualities of blueness. sky blue, ocean blue, lake blue, ice blue, blood blue, vein blue, neon blue, flame blue, periwinkle blue, steely blue, nipple blue, royal blue, true blue, moon blue, midnight blue, mountain blue, snow blue, powder blue, algae blue, devil blue, heavenly blue, blossom blue, night blue, stocking blue, moldy blue, radiant blue, electric blue, shadow blue, twilight blue, navy blue, star blue, movie blue, misty blue, mission blue, fox blue, feather blue, and on onto the blueness of your very essence. Not even to mention exclusively humankind's of blues. And that comes from Al Young. What an incredible poet he is. And, for him to talk about all these different kinds of blues, it speaks to what we're doing when we're listening to the blues and we're getting into studying all these different regions that the blues comes out of. Everybody plays the blues differently. Every single person does the blues. And it's funny, somewhere I was reading where they said, well, Coleman Hawkins played the saxophone. Lester Young played the saxophone. People that play the same instrument, but they sound like themselves. You can't say they all sound alike. Charlie Parker played the alto saxophone, but Charlie Parker, did not sound like Johnny Hodges. Lee Morgan did not sound like Freddie Hubbard, et cetera, et cetera. It goes on in our tradition of music. But I do want to say that the first two songs, that we always do a few pieces of music at the very beginning to bring us, kind of settle us into the music that we're going to be listening to. Those of you that have been with us for the ride, for the journey, know how we do. What we heard first was Boubacar Traoré and Ali Farka Touré. The reason why, and they're from Mali, the reason why I played this, I wanted to show a connection in the blues that you're going to be hearing. And it also has a reference to, they play the guitar. And yet they play the guitar in their own way, with their own sensibility. And then I did you listen to a woman from the Burundi people, and she was singing. What a beautiful voice it was. Every time I hear that, it just, it really, it moves my heart,
Just a quick comment on this
Sure.
one, because when the instruments get off the singing, the woman singing, it is impossible for us Brazilian not to relate to this rhythm. To this is amazing. It's you can totally see the connection.
Absolutely.
Just by listening.
Absolutely. Thank you, brother. This is how we like to start off our programs. And, we do this, and we have some outstanding, I think, music coming up in our upcoming sessions. We're going to be in Mississippi next week. We're going to be in Georgia and South Carolina. The week after, we'll be in Alabama and Arkansas. After that, Texas, Louisiana. We're going to be in Tennessee, and Kentucky, North Carolina, and Virginia. We're going to be all over the South. Everywhere where we were taken, there's blues, and for those of you that do want to know, and I should read this really quickly. Urias Me, and as from the words of Charles Moore, he says, Urias is the name given to 7 divinities of the spiritualism of Kemet. When the spirits are amalgamated, they form the body of the Mans, the god Osiris, and are eternal. That's what he calls in his dissertation, Urias, the blues, and me being the voice of the instrument, which expresses the speech of the person together with the other more important kinds of speech, namely those of the nomo. Then the nomo is the producer of all life and the influence of things in the world. Thank you, Charles. You know, we're going to go and I'll be using different quotes from Charles's dissertation because it's very important as we listen to the music of the blues. And hopefully anything that you may want to add on to this, we can discuss this as we move along. We want to start off with work songs. This first selection is the Prison Blues from Old Alabama, 1947.
Old Alabama, Johnny.
That's great, brother. Thank you. Thank you. I think you can judge this music for yourselves. I don't think I need to explain any of this. I mean, I think we kind of all feel the work and where this music came from. Also, you can hear the pain and I mean, when you're shoveling and when you're holding that hammer like it is, and you're building. So there's a lot of feeling in that. The next selection is by one of my favorite blues singers from Louisiana. His name is Robert Pete Williams. Robert Pete Williams spent time in Angola State Prison in Louisiana, and he has an incredible voice. And this is one of the pieces that he did, and it's called Pardon Denied Again.
Lord, I carried myself on pardon board. You know I got her out again. Been on the boat 3 times. Each time I was denied. But our hopes in the good Lord. Lord, have mercy on me. To tell me the gun was on the boat. All around the boat looking at them people's case. Lord, they must have passed mine round because they denied me again. Lord, have mercy on me. Lord, have mercy on me. I've been trying, Lord, every day of my life. Please, Lord, have mercy on me. Says I wish that I would, they would give me some kind of change. Please, please, Lord, get in the hearts of them people around them pot and bowl. And Lord, let them see my sorry too.
Beautiful, yeah. Yes. You can feel Robert P. Williams. And what I've done in the sessions, in these upcoming sessions too, is that we're going to have expanded playlists. We won't listen to everything, but I've, some people don't want homework, but I want you to listen to some of the things on the extended playlist for your own pleasure, for your own enjoyment or your own discovery, explorations, whatever you would like to call it. There's also what we also call a gospel blues. And the gospel blues, this next selection is by Blind Willie Johnson. Blind Willie Johnson was from Texas. Interesting story about the way he became blind. His father's girlfriend, or maybe it was his stepmom or something, she was mad at his father. And so she decided that she would throw acid into his eyes at 9 years old, and it blinded him for the rest of his life, of course. But he also you would find him maybe playing out on the street. You might find him playing in a studio in Chicago. He did begin to get around. They discovered him, and he began to having more exposure. But he always sang what was called gospel blues. Let's listen to Blind Willie Johnson from Texas.
But I just can't keep from crying sometimes. But I just can't keep from crying sometimes. And my heart's full of sorrow, and my eyes filled with tears. I keep from crying sometimes. My mother often told me, ain't you born this life away? She said I wouldn't accomplish, but trust in God and pray. I'm on the King's highway, I'm trusting Him every day, but I just can't keep from crying sometimes. Well, I just can't keep from crying sometimes. When my heart's full of sorrow and my eyes filled with tears, Lord, I just can't keep from crying. I'm mother, she's in glory. Thank God I'm on my way. Father, he's gone too, and so that she could not stay. I'm trusting Him every day. He will bear my burden away, but I just can't keep from crying sometimes. Well, I just can't keep from crying sometimes. When my heart